Oh, hello, detective. You are the one that everyone talks about. The one that all the officers were warning me about. You must be a very good one if everyone is so amazed by you. Oh, that coffee smells really good. Is that for me? Oh, no? Then where's my drink? You know, I'm getting really thirsty being cooped up here in this small room. I think I deserve a cup of coffee, dear. Don't you agree? Bad people don't deserve to get anything you say. Oh, such a tease. But tell me, detective, is it wrong to love someone? Exactly. We all have a right to love someone, to do anything for those that we love. Trespassing, kidnapping, stalking. First of all, it's not stalking. It's called investigating and researching. It's called loving too. Getting to know your loved ones. And as for all those other things, well, you need to understand, those aren't crimes. Those are the acts of love. I didn't break into a stranger's house. I simply invite myself into my lover's house. And as for the kidnapping, she technically never left her house. So I don't see how I could be accused of such a crime. Oh, of course I didn't let her leave. If I did, he would have gone to the police and well, as you can see, how things turns out. No, I did not let her go. She escaped. Somehow. Well, it's a bit embarrassing to admit, but she tricked me. Yes, she has been a good girl the past few days. She stopped arguing with me. She started to eat and enjoy my cooking. And she started saying all these nice things to me. So I thought, yes, she finally see that love that I have for her. So one day, when I came back from shopping, she said she wanted me to be her one and only. She wanted to show me how much she loves me. I was so happy and I'm so surprised that I can't think straight. So she asked me to untie her so that she could the details aren't important. The point is, she asked me to untie her and I did. And when she said she was embarrassed to undress in front of me, So she asked if she could go to the bathroom, and I said yes. It wasn't until I heard the police siren that I looked inside the bathroom and realized she was gone. She has escaped through the window and called the police. You don't know how much that hurts me. For my love to just betray me just like that. And that's why I didn't even try to escape. I just sat here and waited for the police to come and arrest me. And I ended up here. Is she okay? That's good. I was so mad at her for betraying me like this. But part of me is happy to know she is okay. Why didn't I just ask her on a date? Are you mad? You want me to just walk up to someone I don't know and try talking to them? Because it's not that easy, you know. I thought about how to approach her, like maybe bumped into her on the train that she takes to work, or getting a job at that coffee shop that she always goes to, or just sneak into her bedroom in the middle of the night and cuddle next to her. But I am always afraid that no matter how I approach her, she might say no, and I'll never get to see her again. So I thought the best solution was just not give her the option of saying no. Doesn't that sound wonderful? To approach the person you love inch by inch, knowing that they can't reject you. Pardon me. What do you mean that rejection is not a bad thing? How could that even be a good thing? It's a learning experience. Surely you jest. Detective, look at me. Look into my eyes. Do you sincerely believe that? Don't you ever felt lonely, sad, angry for the situation you're in? Don't look at me with that surprised look. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You are the star detective, a decorated officer with so many awards and titles to your name. You have taken down so many criminals and saved so many lives. Many people would love to be like you. But despite that, sometimes it feels like no one would love to be with you. And despite all the fame, you still go to the same empty apartment every night, eating takeouts alone while watching TV. Then you go to sleep in a cold bed without someone warm to hold, to cuddle, to care for. I know that sometimes it kept you up at night, that you wonder if all those things mean anything at all, if you don't have no one to share them with. How do I know so much about you? Would you believe me if I told you that I can see all of that in your eyes? Under that cold, serious expression that you worked out, I can see a bit of jealousy in your eyes. That even though you are just doing your job, you wish that someone cared for you as much as this crazy guy cared for that other girl. This might be a surprise, but I think you should know. Someone does care about you. What am I talking about? Oh, detective, you disappoint me. You were supposed to be the smart one. How was the coffee, by the way? Is it as tasty as you remember it? Guess what? That drug should be kicking in right about now. I wouldn't try getting up if I were you. You might just fall. Oh, darling, I'm sorry I had to do this. But this was the only way. It took so much time and money, and luckily, I had both. Don't worry, I'm not here to hurt you. Oh, you can wave all you want at the window. They're not here to help you. I think they are asleep. Talking about sleeping on the job. Well, you see, detective, my target was never that person. Well, yes, she's cute, but she's not the one I was after. You haven't guessed it yet, haven't you? My target was you. It was always been you. I've been waiting you for a while, but I just never knew how to get close to you. And the more I looked into you, into your personal life, the more I felt that you were the only one for me. But because you're such a high-ranking detective, I knew the case has to be big enough for you to be called in. So I picked a person at random, followed them for a few days, researching them and all that, and had some fun with that. How did I pull this off? It was actually much easier than you think. Nothing but a few bribes here and there that can't be fixed. But don't worry, I'll make sure I treat you with all the love and care that you deserve. I'm not gonna tie you up like how I did to the other girl. The other girl I tied down with some old chain I found lying around. But you, oh sweetheart, I'll make sure you get the prettiest collar and the cutest leash I can find. I'll give you the best meals, buy you the latest fashion, and give you all the hugs and kisses you so crave. I know you might be a little against it now, but trust me, with enough time you'll see just how much I love you. And I know eventually you will love me too. But of course, this means you can't be a detective anymore. It's too risky to have you out here in the public. But it's also a problem if people found out that you disappeared. I want to go somewhere where no one knows your name. But don't worry, I have people to help organize that for us. They will be here to take us. I can't wait to start a new life together with you, somewhere far, far away from here. You'll never have to worry about being alone again, because I will never let you go. Where are we going? Where else? Our happy ever after home. Good night, sweetheart. I'll see you in the morning.